Hello RockHeads and welcome back to another episode of Car Factory Tycoon. Now in this video I want to kind of show you the strategy that I've been using to grind, and the reason being is that these little things over here are salesmen. Now they cost a lot of gems. Now that one's 1,000 and this one over here is 2,000. Now I don't have that kind of gem in my bank, so I've been using my own sort of grinding system. Now I know a lot of people will probably have their own, but I want to show you what I've been doing to collect a large amount of cash. Now usually I start at the very bottom in the exclusive area. Now I do need to buy a better car because this one is not really making a lot of cash, but I've not been worried about that as of yet because we've been grinding much further down in that area. But what I usually do to begin with is I let all the parking bays fill up, and as you can see at the minute it's very full. But before I do start collecting cash for each car, I start filling the bins with materials. So as you can see there's 1 out of 6 here, so I usually start collecting as many metals and glass as I possibly can, dumping them in. Now we need one more glass there, so let's just go and grab that now. So the next step is I go and collect each car money for the car. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Now if anyone's wondering how the scams work, we have a lot of cars to collect, so no doubt we will see a scam come our way. So I am just going to go in for the highest bid, and straight away we've been scammed. Now I know in the previous videos I was quite lucky not getting any scams, but I have noticed them coming in pretty heavy and fast. So I'm going to go ahead now and collect all the highest bids for all the exclusive cars. Now again, this grind takes quite some time, but if you're patient enough it does pay off eventually. So with that production line underway, I'm going to do the same thing for the next conveyor. So as you can see, we only need one of each, so 1 glass, 1 metal. We're going to dump that in there. Now that we've got a full bin, I'm going to go and collect the cash for each car, which at the minute the cash flow isn't too bad. And again, very long-winded and very grindy, but we've just been scammed again. Now the scams aren't that often, thankfully, so we do get to collect quite a good bit of cash. Now we're up to 72 million by using that system. Now we can go ahead and buy a bunch of gems, but if you look at it, it's like 699 Robux just for 1,400, so we would have to buy multiple lots of gems in order to have the salesman. Now that could be something I might do in the next video, but at the minute I've been quite happy with the system that I've been using. We need 1 more glass, 1 more metal. Let's get this one filled, and we're going to do the same thing over here for the G-Wagon. So we've got 260 there, 272, 290, and as you can see money is creeping back up again. Now I have maxed out all the upgrades I can for these 2 production lines, so there's nothing much else we need to do over this side except for just keeping up with the materials. Don't want to do a race just yet. Keeping up with the materials and getting these bays filled with cars. Now on to the next one. Same thing again. How many do we need? So we need a couple of metal, so I usually just spam a couple of these, throw a couple of glass on top, see if that'll fill up the bins. It does indeed. Have I upgraded everything for this? Yes, everything is maxed out up to the Audi R8. So we're going to head over, see what we get from these bad boys. 406, 477. So as you can see, we've only had 2 scams up to now. Now I was expecting them to be a lot more, so which means that we would have to then reduce down what bid we're taking, but I hope they don't change that because the little system that I'm using at the minute seems to work okay. Right, so we're on the last vehicle here, which is 474. Didn't get 1 scam there, which is dope. Last production line for this warehouse over here, so we need handful of glass, handful of metal. So again, I'm just going to spam a couple of glass, handful of metal, have I upgraded everything? Yeah, that was the one from before. So I shall check this last conveyor. Fill that out. We are maxed to the Ferrari. So we should get at least a couple of milli from these cars here. So we're going straight in. We got scammed straight away. But hopefully the rest of these we will not get scammed. So far so good. We're going to take that bid. We are 2.4, 2.3. At the minute we're up to 87 million. 2.5. Nope, we got scammed there as well. 2.4, and the last vehicle 2.6. So we're nearly on 100 million already. Now, I have been a busy bunny over on this side, and as you can see, we've got a very, very cool vehicle, which is the Wrecking Ball. Now, I have maxed out the vehicles on this. There was a bunch of other trucks. There was concrete mixers, some flatbed trucks. I think there was an airport vehicle as well. So I've maxed out to the Wrecking Ball. Now, I've not bothered maxing these up just yet. The reason being is because we are about to move on to Conveyor 6, which comes in at 42 million. So that'll leave us a couple of million left in the bank to be able to start grinding whatever vehicles these are going to be. Now, just before I do that, speaking of gems, there is another code that has been released. So if you type in, let me just grab it now, 10k likes, it now has boosted us with a couple of extra gems and some cash. So I'm going to go over to upgrades. Now, this is the bit I'm really thinking on doing. Now, I can increase the amount of materials that I can carry by +1. At the minute, I'm quite happy with the system that I'm using. Like I say, it is pretty long-winded, but I'm more interested in increasing the bids by 2%. So I am going to go in for that. I could regret it. In fact, you know what? I can increase it because we have a bit of extra gems there. So that utilises what I can carry, and it should now boost up our bidding. Let me just go back to the upgrades to say, yeah, so we should be on at least 4% with the bids. Now, that will be interesting to see. What I'm going to do, I think we've got one Wrecking Ball vehicle left. So I've not bought the extra workers yet, only because I've been saving the money for the next conveyor. So just before we do purchase that, so close again, I'm going to produce the last Wrecking Ball, get all the monies from the 4 Wrecking Balls, and then we shall move on to Conveyor 6. So what's the next bit again? I think it was the windows, wasn't it? Bit of Squid Game action coming in. Boom, done. And some funky looking wheels. So 2, 3, should be the last one now. Boom, done. Right, let's see how much each one of these is worth. 4.5 million, and we didn't get scammed, thankfully. Now, if I can get all these without being scammed, I will be a very, very happy man indeed. 4.7. Now we're just going to wait for this dude to do his thing. And will we get it without being scammed? We have now. Look, that's took us to 111 million. Now, I will collect all these little cosmetic things. So we've got table, we've got first aid kit, some security cameras, tool storage, lockers, corkboard plant. What I will do just while we're on this side as well is we'll collect some more materials, we'll dump them in. Now obviously it's not going to produce it because I haven't bought the extra workers, but I will upgrade those once we've made a start on Conveyor 6. Now I will get the rest of the cosmetic stuff in just a short moment, but I do really want to see what we are going to be producing on this side. So let's go and fill up the bins. Let's get some glass in there first, and next thing will be metal. So I think it's about 6, so there we go. Right, let's fill up the bin. Now we're going to see what we're going to be producing. There we go. We have now moved on to the military vehicles. So first things first, I do want to dump a couple of extra workers in there. Now we can do the Humvee, but we do have enough to upgrade straight away to the barracks. So let me get that now. I could be cheeky and upgrade to the Insurgent, which I am going to do. and that will leave us enough to just scrape an extra worker, so we can get that extra worker in. And again, this is the system that I've been using. I did use it for this conveyor, so rather than me going straight in maximizing everything first, I don't mind putting in a little bit of the extra work like what I've been doing here, in order to be able to upgrade these vehicles straight away. So what have we got? We're on to the welding. So I'm going to produce this first vehicle and let's see how much money it is going to make us. That does look pretty sweet. I have refrained from buying vehicles from the dealership as well, just until we've been able to maximize each conveyor. Now at the minute I can't see another button here because clearly there isn't enough space. I have noticed there is space at the back, so whether there's going to be extra ones I'm not entirely sure, but at the minute I'm not seeing any other spawn buttons. So what are we on? The windows. I don't think I'm seeing any sort like triangle windows on this vehicle. Okay, could be wrong. Right, nice big tyres to go on. Should be the last one. Boom. Right, let's see how much this is going to be worth, because from having 111 million in the bank, we are now down to 9,202. So we are very, very weak in the bank at the minute. Right, come on, dude. I need to see, come on. How much it'll be worth. Moment of truth. Okay, so this one at the minute is 4.2 million. Now, I'm pretty sure that I got a bit more for one of the wrecking balls, but again, the prices are going to go up, I could imagine, for these vehicles. So we've got 4.2 in the bank. Now, I have only got these two conveyor systems to maximise. So how much is it to... Okay, it's very expensive, 12.9 milli. How much is it over here? 6 mil. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and produce some more wrecking balls and produce the military vehicles, and then we're going to see how much it's worth combined. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I shall see you in a sec. Okay, so after spending some time producing these vehicles and running around using the strategy that I showed you in the video a bit earlier, I've managed to collect up to 29 million. So let's get the last of these vehicles done. If I don't get stuck. So let's get the wheels on. This should be the last wrecking ball vehicle done there. And I've forgotten what this vehicle was called here. 1 wheel, 2 wheel, 3 wheel, 4. Right, so let's see how much we're making from these bad boys now. So we're nearly at 5 million, but I've just been scammed, so we didn't make a penny. Right, 4.8. Okay, 4.9. We got lucky on that one. And is that one done? It is indeed. 4.9, so we're up to 44 million. This should give us enough to be able to produce the next military vehicle. We're up to 53 and 4.5. We didn't get scammed. So collectively, from the exclusive all the way up to this last conveyor, give me 58 million, which I think is pretty incredible. Now that is not, I haven't done any cosmetic things over here, and I haven't maximised anything at the minute, purely down to the fact that I just want to produce the best cars that are in this production line. So we have a missile truck coming in now that should be making us on average about 2 million. Now the next vehicle is a tank, and I do have enough for that, but I am just interested to see how much this vehicle is going to be making. So okay, so the moment of truth, let's see how much this is going for. And it looks like we've got, now, will we get scammed on the first one? We did! We got scammed! Let's see if we have a bit more luck on the next one. I think I just want to show you. Once we've welded this, you need to see how big this missile truck is on the production line. Look at the size of that thing! Oh my lord. Right, okay. Hopefully we do not get scammed on this next one, because this is making us a gigantic amount of cash. How many wheels? 1, 2. Now this does take a lot of wheels. We're on, I don't know how many is that, 4 now? 8 wheels altogether. We do be lifting. Need those protein shakes. Right, last wheel. Nope, is it done? Right, let's get rid of that. Don't even, well that won't even fit in that bin. There we go, magic. Right, please do not scam. Where's my bidding fella? Where is he? Get over here! Okay, right, will that just do it by itself, I wonder? Yes. Oh, there he was hiding the whole time. Right, okay. Fingers crossed, this one looks a little bit more than the other one. Ah, we were successful this time, yay! Okay, so next vehicle, should have enough just to upgrade possibly one or more two. We're going to go in for the tank. And the next vehicle is the APC. Oh, temptation. Okay, let's keep going. The fuel truck, do we have enough? 18,000? No, okay, that is just getting a bit too much. Right, I'm going to grind these out. Let's see if we can get to that last vehicle on the production line. Okay, so after running around collecting more cash from the other vehicles, we do have this mighty missile truck, and we also have this kind of like jazzy looking tank vehicle. So let's see how much we are in. Like 7.4 million. I've just been scammed as well. Ah, that's so triggering. 7.1, please. Okay, so we generated cash from that. Oh no, that was from this vehicle. That was here. 5.8. So 2 out of 3 were okay. Now that should give us enough to be able to buy the next vehicle, which is 18,000 for the fuel truck. Ah, that was the APC. Oh, 20,000 for the M270 MRLS. How far can we push it? That's the max vehicle. Oh my goodness me. So with the money that's left, I'm going to upgrade another worker. I'm going to push it again, and then all we need to do is, I think, just put the tyres on. So let's go and have a look and see how much this vehicle is worth. Now, I don't think this is that vehicle, so let's just throw some tyres on. Or is it? In fact, let me go back. Because sometimes when you upgrade the vehicle, it produces the one that was just before. Now, that doesn't look anything remotely like that. So let's get this vehicle out the way, and then hopefully the next one it produces is that mighty vehicle at the end. How many tyres left? 2. Well, can't really call these cogs that kind of turn into tyres. Right, now hopefully this is the big boy. Let's hope that this is the big boy. The MRLS. I don't even know what that type of vehicle is. Is it the vehicle? Because we had a missile truck, but what is this? Does it carry troops? Does it carry other missiles? Could it be those nukes? I'm not too sure. All I know is that it looks incredibly intimidating, and I hope it makes a lot of cash. So how many wheels does it require? Only 4. Are we sure? Are we sure about that? Okay, I'm not going to complain. Less work for me to do here. Okay, now all we need is our man over here to tell us how much it may be. Will I get a scammer? No. Okay, right. How much are we thinking it's going to be? I'm saying it maybe about 8, 9 million, possibly. Let's have a look. Okay, now will this end on a scam? No, it didn't. I'm not going to lie, I'm quite happy with that, but I am going to finish up the video for today. If you would like to see me make another video on this, please let me know in the comments. I am hoping to dive back in at some point. We can maybe start engaging in races, buying a couple of vehicles as well at the dealership. Now, I don't know if there's going to be any more of these factories to build. I will keep an eye out. This could be the last one. I really haven't got a clue, to be honest, but I will continue to play it. Link to the game is in the description below. So until the next time, my friends, take care. Bye.